But here are the infamous outlets, USB plugs, and I don't know what else there is about this bus that's cool, but it's new. So yeah. I made it to Typhoon Lagoon. Wow. The last time I was at Typhoon Lagoon, I was 12. I believe I also went when I was 8. And now I'm 25. So it's been a while and I'm really excited. I got to go to Blizzard Beach over last winter. But when we come back down for snowbirding for 2 months again, this winter, Blizzard Beach is the one that's gonna be open again. So this is my chance to go to Typhoon Lagoon. So let's see what I remember. So I was 12 when I was here last. I'm really curious what I remember. I came with my family. I do remember going on a bunch of like pretty easy, tame water slides, and I remember the wave pool really well and some decorations and things, but it's been a while. I see the mountain. What do they call that ship? They have a name for her. Don't know. It'll come to me. So far, I remember this. All right. The lazy river, my kind of ride. And here she is. I changed and sunscreened up, so I am ready to go. And I found the best place in the whole park. Right where these misters are. So this is another thing I remember from when I was 12. It was brand new, the Crush and Gusher. And this is like a water slide roller coaster. So it shoots you uphill. So there's more than just downhill, and it's really cool idea. And it's only a 5-minute wait, which is awesome because I'm pretty sure when we came here, since it was brand new, it was a longer wait than that. So we didn't ride it over and over and over again. So unlike everywhere else in Disney, I don't know my way around here. And so I saw a sign to Misadventure Falls, so I'm gonna follow that sign, see how long the wait is. More signs, that's good. It's 90 degrees here today. And it's gonna feel good to get in the water, I think. So looking forward to it. Misadventure Falls, 5 minutes, no way. That is so cool. All right, I am super excited. I'm gonna be able to ride these rides over and over again as many times as I want. Yay! You can tell it's a light crowd day here at Typhoon Lagoon because most every snack and food place I've passed by is closed. I'm sure they have some open, but they don't need a lot open with these crowds, so it's kind of fun. Oh, I remember this. I remember this giant shark mouth. Oh, I think there was a restaurant called Leaning Palms. That's coming back to me. Let's see if I find that. I remember this though, and this is where the shark thing used to be. You used to be able to swim with sharks. I believe either it was an extra cost or only adults could do it, but I do remember watching my family swim with sharks. I believe right here. This whole sandy area was probably water. Yeah, it looks familiar. These water slides are called Humunga Cowabunga, and I believe I remember going on these when I was younger, but Is it bad that that level of slope makes me nervous? Storm slides. That's another one I remember riding over and over again as a kid. I do remember the storm slides. Mountain trail. How do I get up? These are the ones that I remember riding over and over again when I was younger. Probably nice and easy. So I haven't made a vlog about Blizzard Beach yet, but in my Instagram story, if you followed along the day I went to Blizzard Beach over the winter, you'll know that I did the second scariest water slide there. The one at the top of the ski slope that just like, it's so close to straight down, but it's the second tallest and the second scariest, and it was awful. I hated it so much. I wanted to cry. It was so bad. I didn't like it at all. So I'm the more mild type for water slides, I guess. This area is so cool. And I do have to point out the theming here, like they're trying to make a dam to hold the water back. Super funny. Oh, the infamous tubes in a Mickey shape. Check it out, Leaning Palms. This way? I don't know which way, probably this way. But Leaning Palms is a restaurant, I was right. So my memory does serve me well. So it turns out you can actually go up here, which is awesome. And now that I see this perspective, I realize that I've seen people taking pictures on this bridge, and it's super cool because you have, it's Miss Tilly, by the way, Miss Tilly in the background. So cool. So just walking around, I think I like the theming here better than Blizzard Beach. Just personal preference. It's really cool over there and so unique because they made it like there was this freak snowstorm that came in and they made it a ski resort, but now the ski resort's melting and so they made it a water park. So really clever, but I like the like tiki tropical feel of this one where there's water features everywhere, waterfalls everywhere, lots of palm trees. It's more like boat themed, and I just kind of like that because it's hot. Literally everything I see has a 5-minute wait, which means 0 minutes. It means walk on. It takes you 5 minutes to get up to getting in the slide or the ride, whatever it is. So pretty crazy that everything's short. So I'm gonna find a spot to put my phone down and dry off my shoes in the sun a little bit because I've been wandering around in some water. And I think I'm gonna start with the lazy river. And right before I put my phone away, I just wanted to see what the temperature was like of the water so I could share with you. I wonder what the temperature is, but it feels perfect. Like I just want to keep walking in, but I have my phone and it's a bad idea. Oh, it's so nice. Getting splashed after a water slide sounds perfect. All right, here I go. So I just did the lazy river. I did the whole thing and it was really nice, really relaxing. I enjoyed it. There was one really cool cave part and really cool waterfall. And there were some stuff squirting you and things, so it wasn't totally boring, but I do have to admit that I prefer Blizzard Beach's lazy river to Typhoon Lagoon's. There just was more going on. That one, there was more to see, and I definitely found myself a little bit bored in the Typhoon Lagoon one. I just rode Misadventure Falls and Crush and Gusher, and they were both really fun. Crush and Gusher I rode before when I was 12, and it's just cool. It's a really unique ride that it shoots you up and it goes fast. It's very fun. So I enjoyed that, but it was short. The wait was short too, though. That's okay. And Misadventure Falls, this was the very first time I had ridden it, and it's a raft ride, so I got to ride with two strangers who were very nice, and it was a little girl celebrating her 10th birthday. They were very kind, but yeah, family raft ride, not super intense, but you do get really wet, and it's themed, unlike most water slides, which is really fun. So there's even a audio animatronic parrot, which is kind of a big deal for a water slide, I would say. I am headed to find, hey look, hidden Mickey. I'm headed to find a raft ride. That's, the description was a scenic trip down Mount Mayday, I think it's called. So that sounds nice. I found the Leaning Palms, like I remember when I was a kid. We ate here. Definitely remember eating here. I found them. It's Helllllo Falls and Mayday Falls right over there. So I'm gonna go ride. I rode them and they were both really fun. My favorite was Mayday Falls. It was taller, so it was longer, and it was like really exciting. There was a lot of like bumps and twists and turns, but like nothing too intense, but it was super fun. And both were like just scenic and enjoyable and kind of nice ways to end a day at Typhoon Lagoon. So I think I'm gonna head out to the exit, see what I find along the way, but I'll be headed out. So I do have one more very strong memory that I have to tell you about. My family and I ate these amazing donuts that are something out of a fantasy world. But they exist. They're still here and they smell so good, and if only I could show you how good they smelled. I actually discovered them at Blizzard Beach as well over the winter, and I did buy some and brought them back home for Caleb, and they're so good. But I'm not gonna get them today, but they are really good. Highly recommend. It's at the Joffrey, so get your coffee, get your donuts. I'm headed out. I spent just over 2 hours here. Definitely a place you can spend all day for sure. But I have places to go, so that concludes this vlog. I had a really good time at Typhoon Lagoon. Thank you for watching. Have a magical day. Enjoy.